Now, the city county building where the mayor of Detroit's office is, among other city services in the city of Detroit, it was renamed the Coleman Young Municipal Government.
Coleman A. Young Municipal Center.
Okay. And Brenda Scott, who's in heaven above, she was instrumental in making that happen, our late, great city councilwoman. And so I always get reflections of her when I think about the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center. I'm saying it right now, and she's helping me. But I always thought that the city of Detroit owned that building, or maybe the county, Wayne County, and it is in prime property in the city of Detroit. It's got vistas that are multi-million dollar priceless views of Canada and the water, the Detroit River. And I was talking to Sharon, and she said, guess what? Most people, they think that it is owned by the city of Detroit or Wayne County, and it is not. So would you please share what you shared with me and this audience, insights concerning that wonderful city government building that most people probably would not know until this moment in time on the PULSEBEAT podcast with Sharon Banks?
So the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center is actually owned and operated, managed, the facilities by the Detroit Wayne Joint Building Authority, which is a separate authority. And that authority is comprised of 3 commissioners. Sharon Madison is the chair, Eugene Nelson, who is the secretary, and Tom Scott, the treasurer. And they are the governance, policy, process entity for the Detroit Wayne Joint Building Authority, which not only owns the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center, but also the Spirit of Detroit statue. So formed in 1948, bring it current day, we have an authority comprised of people from Wayne and city of Detroit, Wayne County, city of Detroit, who are the overseers and the point persons and the governance around what happens within the maintenance, the upkeep, the facilities, the security, the restorations that take place all through the authority.
So now, who would have owned it before 1948, I wonder, do you know? Or?
I don't know who owned it before 1948, but I believe it was during that time when the facility was actually being built during that period.
So then, because it is a relatively newer building, that's true. So maybe it was built around that time, because it's not a very old building like the Penobscot building. So it's a newer building. Once again, it is prime property, and anybody that would own a building like that in any city and with that kind of vista, they are owning something to be applauded. I always thought that we owned it, and we do claim it, but as you're letting us know, technically we don't own it. It's under the authority, and the chairperson of the authority is one of my dear friends. I love her, is Sharon Madison Steinbeck. And we put a little teaser for the people who might be surfing on the internet, and we said that you're involved in a facelift, and you said, well, I don't know if you should use the word facelift, and the producer, Joel Boygan, said we need a sexy title. You said, yeah, but I want to get in trouble. I want to make sure that I'm saying everything that the fact checkers are going to say is correct. So let us know.
Can I just also say, Greg, in terms of the commissioners, they are appointed by the city of Detroit and Wayne County. So there is a great correlation, collaboration of everything that takes place between the authority, Wayne County government, and the city of Detroit.
So they're working in concert with each other.
Absolutely. The mayor's office, the city council office, the probate court is there, circuit court is there, and over 5,000 people visit daily to the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center.
Okay, now, facelift. You said, I don't know technically if you would say facelift, but I wanted it explained as, now we're going to get into, maybe it's not the sexy way to say it, but it's going to be from your mouth to the ears of the people listening, what's going on with this updating on a certain level of the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center.
So the 2019 summer improvement projects begin. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, June 17th, the Larned entrance, for example, to the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center will be closed. So it was important for us to get the word out to people to let them know the Jefferson and the Woodward entrances will be accessible, but that one won't be, because there'll be a great deal of aesthetic as well as exterior replacement.
Now, one second. I want, because people are going to watch this, and she wants you not to be frustrated. So let's say that again, that if you have business in the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center tomorrow, formerly the City County Building of Detroit, where the mayor's office is, that if you go through and let them know, because you're going to really save somebody the frustration of going to the wrong entrance.
So make sure that you are going to the Woodward or Jefferson entrances to come into and exit the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center, because the Larned entrance will begin its improvement projects, where they'll be doing a lot in the way of replacing pavers. They'll be doing a lot in terms of filtration systems, a lot of things that will be taking place that will require that the Larned entrance be closed.
Okay, fantastic to know. And Detroit has become such a bike-friendly city, and I love it, though. I love to see people on the bikes and on the scooters, and there's something that's going to happen at that building to make the bikers happy.
Well, there'll be additional bike racks, as well as additional benches. They'll be around the building so that people will have access and convenience and be able to gain into the building at a time where, if they need to sit down and be rested, if they're riding their bikes, they have some place that the bikes can be parked. So there are things that will be happening in addition to the closing of the Larned Street entrance. There'll be things throughout the summer. This will begin tomorrow, June 17th, and probably through the end of the year, that will note that the entrance will be closed and a lot of things will be taking place around the building.
Wow, fantastic.